All right, the next battle in our animated series is the Battle of Bunker Hill. In your textbook, this battle is mentioned in Chapter 6, Section number 3. It is the very first major battle, organized battle in the American Revolution. During the 1760s and 1770s, frustration with British rule grows among colonists in the 13 colonies. The epicenter of unrest is in Boston, Massachusetts. April 19, 1775. British commanders tried to preempt colonial revolt by destroying munitions hidden in Concord. British troops are attacked and barely make it back to Boston. Boston is besieged by the Patriots. June 1775. Following the battles of Lexington and Concord, British forces in Boston are besieged by 15,000 Patriots. The new Continental Congress chooses George Washington as commander-in-chief. The besieged British realize that if the Patriots put cannons on either Bunker Hill or on Dorchester Heights, their fleet can easily be bombarded, and they will have to surrender. Bunker Hill, which is right here, north of Boston, and the Dorchester Heights, south of Boston, overlook the harbor. The British realize if the Patriots mount cannons on either of these hills, they will be able to bombard Boston at will. If the Patriots put cannons on either of those hills, the British will either have to surrender or abandon Boston altogether. British commanders decide to preempt the Patriots by seizing the Dorchester Heights and the Charlestown Peninsula, but the Patriots hear of the plan and prepare to attack first. The British also know that the Patriots obtained cannons when they captured Fort Ticonderoga in May. British commanders developed plans to occupy both strategic heights before the Patriots can install cannons. The Patriots want to draw the British out of Boston and to bloody the British by forcing them to attack a fortified position. They plan to march in the dead of night and build a fort on Bunker Hill. In the dead of night, Colonel William Prescott lands 1,200 Patriots onto Charlestown Peninsula. Prescott and Major General Israel Putnam decide a fortified Breed's Hill, and the men begin to dig. At 0400, a sentry on HMS Lively spots the fortification and the ship begins firing at it. British commanders immediately begin to plan a two-pronged assault to capture the fortification. Over 2,000 British troops will land on the peninsula. The British will divide into two groups. One force will demonstrate against Breed's Hill. The other will sweep around and behind the rebels. In the afternoon of June 17th, naval gunfire prevents Patriot reinforcements from entering the peninsula. The British row the troops to the peninsula in longboats, where the soldiers prepare to deploy and are ready at 1400 hours. Colonel John Stark served in Rogers Rangers in the French and Indian War. He will later win one of the key victories of the entire war at Bennington, Vermont. William Howe, a British commander, commanded several very successful commands during the French and Indian War. He arrives with 4,000 troops to crush the revolution. Sir Robert Pigot. Pigot was a lieutenant colonel of infantry and a member of Parliament. He is promoted to full colonel as a result of his bravery during this battle. The afternoon of June 17, the Patriot snipers fire on the British from the abandoned town of Charlestown. HMS Lively moves close to the shore and fires on the town, setting it on fire. The Patriot snipers retreat to the Redoubte. At 15:30, the two British forces assault the fence line in the Redoubte. They expect to frighten the Patriots into retreat, but the British are thrown back with heavy losses. The Patriots hold. At 1600 hours, the British assault the Patriot lines again and again, are repulsed with heavy losses. British commanders request reinforcements and prepare to mount a third assault. In the afternoon of June 17 continues. British gunboats move to provide support for the assault. 400 British Marines are rowed to the peninsula. Patriot reinforcements arrive and deploy. The British move their cannons to the line. At 1645 hours, the British launch their third assault. The Patriots hold, but then run out of ammunition. British troops storm the redoubt, and fierce hand-to-hand fighting ensues. The American Prescott orders a retreat, and Patriot forces stream out of the redoubt. The Patriots are at the rail fence, hold their line, allowing the bulk of the Patriots to escape. The British troops are too tired to pursue. In the evening of June 17th, the British have won the battle at a terrible cost. Almost 100 British commissioned officers lie dead or wounded. The British commanders know that they cannot afford another such victory. The aftermath. On May 10, 1775, a small band of Patriots captured Fort Ticonderoga in northern New York. Starting in November, for 3 winter months, Colonel Henry Knox transports 60 tons of cannons and supplies through the snow from the fort to Cambridge. George Washington plans to use the cannon to bombard Boston. On the night of March 4th, 1776, 2,000 Patriots dragged the captured cannon to the Dorchester Heights, south of Boston Peninsula. By 0400 on March 5th, the Patriots have fortified the heights with a strong redoubt. If the British attack Dorchester Heights, General George Washington will storm Boston with 3,000 men. British General Howe promises not to burn Boston if he is allowed to withdraw from the city unhindered. On March 17th, the British abandon Boston and sail to Halifax, Nova Scotia, in Canada. The Patriots are finally victorious. While the battle is technically a British victory, the Patriots have demonstrated that they can and will fight. For the Patriots, Colonel Prescott fortifies Breed's Hill rather than Bunker Hill, arguably against orders, because it is closer to Boston. It will provide a better position for cannons and will more likely provoke the British to attack. The Patriot forces in lines showed great valor, but there was great disorganization behind the lines, leading to the shortage of ammunition at the end. For the British, they acted slowly to organize their forces for attack and underestimated the Patriots. Had the British landed forces at Charlestown Neck, they could have trapped the Patriot forces and won a decisive victory at a much lower cost.